Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday and welcome to the weekly home fragrance roundup. I hope you all had a really good week. I am joined by my trusty assistant Alf, per usual. So any snoozing, snoring, grunting, shenanigans that you might see in the background, yeah, he's just trying his best. To just be the goodest boy, and he tries really hard. He's not always successful, but he tries really hard. So anyway, I'm sure you'll see him, kind of doing his thing in the background. You guys, it's Saturday once again, so let's, hi, I know, I do acknowledge you, and I love you, and you're the best. Yes, you are. Let's talk about home fragrance for the last week. I'm going to get started with what I currently have in my candle crocks. So I know that I have something in the candle crock in the upstairs bedroom, and what I think it is my 3-wick of the Kringle blackberry buttercream. Obviously this one is the 2-wick soy formula, but the soy blend I think is what I ended up putting in my bedroom upstairs, and I think it's mostly dead now, which is probably why I can't really recall what I have going up there right now. So it's been up there for a few days at this point, so it's probably done. There wasn't a ton of wax left in it, so usually if I have about this much wax in the bottom of a candle left and I put it in a candle crock, I'll get about like 3 days or so out of that. So yeah, it's definitely probably time to shut the candle crock off and to let that wax harden up and then take it out and put it in my empties. In the kitchen, I have a candle crock that is on my windowsill, and I did end up putting my Bath & Body Works warm vanilla sugar in there. I did do a review of the warm vanilla sugar, and in that video, I kind of talked a little bit about making sure that you watch your wicks and that you pay attention to wick placement before you even light the candle in the first place, because that can be pretty dangerous. And actually one of the reasons why you can't relight a candle after taking it out of the candle crock to use up the wax is that the wick clips become undone by the heat of the candle crock, and they can float around, and it's just not safe. If your wicks get too close to the side of the jar, it can cause the glass to break, and which is a mess hazard as much as it is a fire hazard. So be careful with that. So anyway, after I filmed that video, I did go ahead and put that candle into the candle crock. And that's actually still doing quite well in there. That one has some good longevity to it, so I love that particular scent. And I do have another one, and the wick placement on my second warm vanilla sugar is much better. So that one I anticipate being able to burn all the way down. In fact, I think I'm going to bring that down after I film this video and have that available to burn next week. If you don't know what a candle crock is, I am going to link my Candle Crock 101 video in the description box down below, and a link to a couple of candle crocks that are great options that are fairly neutral. So I'll put that in the description box as well, and anything else that is currently available that you can still purchase, check that description box. Okay, so that takes care of the candle crocks. And I'm going to save Scentsy for last, per usual, and I'll put a timestamp in the description box down below that lets you know when Scentsy starts. So let's get going with the candles. Okay, I this week have been burning the Scentworx Sugar Cookie, and I've had this in my family room, and I'm fairly impressed with how well this sugar cookie scent is doing. I didn't expect it to do well at all. In general, these Scentworx candles, which are under the Slatkin umbrella of candle brands, these typically don't do super well for me. They are greater for like the small rooms in my house. Like these do great in a bathroom. This would do great in my laundry room. This would do great in any of our bedrooms, but they're just not for larger open concept spaces. And so for me, I just kind of thought like, oh, I'm just gonna burn this to be able to review it, and I'll probably have to say that it didn't do very well. but I'm pretty surprised that it's doing quite well. And so much so that I just kept like burning it all week. Like every day I was lighting it for like several hours, and I've really been enjoying it. So I am going to do an in-depth review of it still. I don't know when I'm going to put that up, but yeah, like you can tell, I'm almost done with it at this point. So I thought I would just let you guys know that if you've ever wondered about the scent, it's really nice. It's actually somewhat similar to the hot cider donut. I get some cinnamon in this, and I really like it. The scent notes are vanilla bean, buttercream, spun sugar, and sugar crystals. It doesn't say anything about cinnamon at all, but it smells like the, where's that candle? You know, that like cinnamon sugar sprinkling that goes on donuts, like these types of donuts. By the way, this is a hot cider donut here. So it smells like that sprinkling of like sugar and cinnamon on top of the donut. It's delicious. This is delicious too, so let's just get that out of the way. But yeah, these are quite similar to my nose. Not exact dupes of each other, but I kind of feel like this might just be hot cider donut. I'm not hating on it. I really like this a lot. And that would explain maybe why this one is doing so well for me, because hot cider donut has always been an amazing performing scent for me from Homeworx, and I love it, and I have loads of backups of it because whenever I was getting it on sale, I was buying it at Ulta, and yeah, this is nice. If you've never tried this, she's absolutely worth a try. Love it. So anyway, that takes care of those two. Another Homeworx candle that I've been burning this week. If you are looking for like one of the strongest Homeworx candles that you can find, I'm gonna send you in the direction of the Toasted Vanilla Cupcake. Now, obviously you have to like gourmand scents, and you also have to really enjoy caramel to like this one, because this one is a little heavier on the caramel than I would like it to be, but it's still very bearable to me. There's a lot of caramel scents that Harry does that are just too much for me. This one is bearable. I wish it wasn't so caramelly, but it's also nice, right? So the notes on this one are vanilla, caramel, sugar, cream, and vanilla bean. It does really smell like a, it's more of like that cupcake frosting and like a caramel drizzle over top. It's really nice. You do get a little bit of that cupcake or like baked cake type note as well. And it also is like, it seems to be doing really well with the wicks and the overall burn, and it's really strong, you guys. I've already reviewed this one in the past when I first had it like a year, well, over a year ago now, like a couple of years ago. So I'm not going to do another review on it, but it is still strong. It's still an amazing performer. It's like, I would put this at like almost a 9 out of 10 in terms of strength and throw. It is so strong. And I put this like in a dead zone in my house. I put it over in our family room where like the old TV cutout thing is in our entertainment center. And I've kind of just converted that into like a display area for some of my nice vases. And I will also put a candle in there as well. It's a huge cutout, so I'm not worried about the flames damaging anything in there. But yeah, this is very strong. You're looking for something strong, you should check that out for sure. Is that it for Homeworx? Oh, except what I'm burning behind me here. This is Peach Upside Down Cake. Oh, so good. I love peach scents. Harry does good peach scents. This really does smell like a peach cake. I love it. I hope it comes back this year. And then also burning right now in our family room is Berry Waffle Cone from Bath & Body Works. So I have a bunch of the original Berry Waffle Cone that came in that purple ribbed glass. The very best berry waffle cone there ever was. I never have a problem with the burn on that particular one. In the jar, sorry, the jar is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works. I still love it to this day, and I'm glad that I got all the backups that I did, because I feel like the newer versions of the berry waffle cone, while they mostly smell the same, the quality of the burn is not the same, and so I'm glad that I have some that I can really enjoy, and that's what's going there right now. Okay, let's move on to Kringle, and then we'll do some Scentsy. And gosh, then we'll be done already. Speaking of Kringle, tomorrow will be my top 5 from Kringle from 2021. That video is going to be a little bit more tricky for me because I just started getting into Kringle again in the fall. And so most of what I was trying last year from them were the holiday scents. I did pull together a couple of scents that are like not necessarily holiday related that I have enjoyed, that I have burned. But for the most part, I've really mostly burned predominantly holiday scents from Kringle. So that one's going to be kind of holiday heavy. I'm only doing top 5. So, but anyway, if you're interested in my top 5 from last year from Kringle, that video is going up tomorrow. Blackberry buttercream, I did a comparison. I think that video went up this week. If not this week, it went up last week at some point, of the blackberry buttercream in this 2-wick soy formula, which I am now almost done with, and it's still burning like a friggin' rock star. Look at that. Not an ounce of soot residue from the soy on the side of the jar for sure. Like you can kind of see those little like blobbles. I think I just made up a word. It's just wax residue on the side of the jar, but there is no discoloration. The wax is still the exact same color that it was, and this is good. This is such a good scent. I love this smell, but it's not quite as strong in the 2-wick soy formula as it is in the 3-wick soy blend, but the 3-wick soy blend had a messier burn, and so I still prefer this. Now, what I've been doing to get some more oomph out of this that has worked quite well is I've just been putting it in one of my candle hurricanes, and that actually has concentrated the fragrance a little bit more. And so, yeah, I will still continue to buy this in this particular format because I love the fragrance so much. But I am looking forward to the reformulation of the 3-wick soy blend formula, if they can get that figured out, because I think that I would love to just purchase the 3 wicks as well, but really my favorite formula from Kringle is this 100% soy. Don't love the soy blend, and I'm not really into paraffin, so I don't know, the country candles, I hope that what Mick decides to do is to take some of the country candle scents and put them into the soy formula, because there are a couple of scents that I really love from the country candle line, but I just don't love burning paraffin. So anyway, I love this. This is delicious. If you've never tried it, it's so good. It's more of that like buttercream than it is blackberry, but you do smell the blackberry in here. So there is a little bit of that fruity note for sure. Other Kringle candles that I'm burning that you'll see some reviews coming up on when I get to at least the halfway point. I've got knitted cashmere here, which I actually specifically got for the month of January. So I'd kind of forgotten about this one, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is totally what I wanted to burn in January, because I've been talking about how it's hard for me to find scents that I think are appropriate for this time of year. I kind of struggle with that because once the holidays are over, I just get rid of all of the holiday scents in my house. It just kind of bums me out like that after Christmas time. That's when I get my like seasonal depression it's after the holidays, because I love the holidays and I just get really bummed out once they're all done and we have to wait a whole nother year for all of like the beautiful decor and the holiday vibe. And I just think people are nicer during the holidays. Man, I don't know. Anyway, those are my issues. You guys don't care. This is really nice. This is a really nice cashmere scent. It does have like, it's pretty heavy on the sandalwood and like those like musky sandalwood notes, but dang, this is nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of sandalwood vanilla from Bath & Body Works back in the day. Do you guys remember that one? Oh man, I had a ton of backups of that because I loved that at one point. And I think I sold a lot of them on Mercari back when I was doing that. Never again. But then I also had some left over and then I burned through them. And yeah, so it's kind of nice to have something that's similar to that, because I feel like Bath & Body Works hasn't brought that one back in a while. Anyway, this is delightful. A great alternative if you liked the sandalwood vanilla from Bath & Body Works. I picked up Fiji. So in one of my holiday orders that I placed during the 50% off sales, I got this Fiji, and oh man, I really like this scent. Now this is a total summer scent. This is very beachy. This is a total tropical floral. And it also has, it has something else in it that I can't quite put my finger on, but I've smelled it in other candles before. I think some of my other like Homeworx like tropical scents, I'll have to like take a look at the scent notes, but I'll be doing an in-depth review of this one anyway. So I haven't burned a ton of it, but I really like what I smell so far. Ugh. I'm going to get more of this for the summer for sure. This is a beautiful scent. If you've never tried Fiji, I think it's available in the daylights. If you can get your hands on this just to be able to smell it, I would highly recommend checking this one out. It's delightful. And also, this one here, Donut Worry. Of course, I had to pick this one up. This was another one that I picked up during the 50% off sale. And I love the label. It has the cutest little donuts on it. Love that. So this one I am going to be able to review probably next week. This is a very interesting donut scent because I don't think that I would necessarily call this donut. This smells a lot, at least right now, it smells a lot like Pillsbury sugar cookie dough. You know, like the tubes that you can buy at like Fred Meyer and you make your own sugar cookies. It kind of smells like that more than it does donuts to me. But I'm gonna burn it a couple more times just to see if maybe like I hit some different scent notes like kind of past the halfway point. What I'm smelling right now, I'm really liking, and I'll probably definitely pick up another. And she seems to be a pretty good performer in terms of strength and throw, so I like this too. Yeah, I just honestly have the best luck with this 2-wick soy formula from Kringle. While I wish some of them were just a little bit stronger, I think the quality of the burn at this point matters a little bit more to me. I'd rather pick up like 2 of the candles and burn them at the same time to get a little bit more like mileage out of them, or buy like the wax melts to accompany the candle to get a little bit more oomph. But just the quality of that burn is huge to me, and so yeah, I see myself sticking with this formula from them. All right, you guys, let's talk some Scentsy. First off, I got through a couple of my bricks. Yeah, look at that. It takes a lot to get through a Scentsy brick because, as you can tell, they are the size of my head, and I do have an enormous gourd. So, but this is a regular Scentsy bar. This is a brick. These were released during the holidays. They were the Scentsy holiday bricks. So, Fluffy Fleece is a delightful scent. I'm really glad that I decided to buy 2 of each of the scents because so pleasant, so delightful. This Fluffy Fleece is it's a laundry cashmere type scent, and I like it a lot. There's also like a slight floral note to this. It's like a floral laundry detergent mixed with like that classic like cashmere warm sweater type vibe. This is nice. I don't know if these are still available. If they are, or if you can still put this in your club, you should. It's nice. I like that a lot. I also really like Pink Poinsettia. Now this to me does not really smell like a holiday scent at all, which is why I didn't melt it during the holidays. I saved it for January. This is kind of fruity to my nose. It's like a fruity with a hint of floral, and I like it. I like it a lot. Not enough to put it in my club, but I do like this. So yeah, I also have a backup of this. I'll probably melt this again during the summer. I'm gonna bust out my holiday scents during the summer. No, I didn't think of this as like a holiday scent at all. Not at all, but it was nice. I liked it. Okay, Cherry Almond Pie. We are getting into some updates on Bring Back My Bar. Cherry Almond Pie smells a lot like Garden Botanica Almond Cream. So if you were a lady of the 90s, like I was, I actually worked at Garden Botanica. That was my very first job out of high school. I took a gap year between high school and going away to college. I made the decision to go to kind of an expensive school, and so my mom was like, yeah, so you can take a year off and you can work and earn some money because this is going to cost us a fortune. So that's what I did. And I worked full time at Garden Botanica, but then I also worked at the makeup counters at the Bon Marché across the way. I basically spent an entire year of my life just working all the time. It was nuts. Didn't love that. Was definitely ready to go to school. So, but anyway, back to cherry almond pie. It smells like almond cream from Garden Botanica. So if you're missing that scent in your life, you should pick this up. I really don't get much cherry from this. It smells like almond extract. That's what this smells like. And I like it. Not enough to put in my club, but I like it. It takes me back. It definitely takes me back down memory lane. Coconut cotton. I really like coconut cotton. Not enough, again, to put it in my club, but I do recommend trying it if you love laundry scents. It smells like coconut milk and laundry detergent. Not a particularly floral laundry detergent, like a very generic laundry detergent. Maybe kind of like Jammy Time a little bit, maybe? I don't know, but I like it. This is good. Oh, you guys, I wanted to talk about Thunderstorm. So I've been doing Thunderstorm in a combination of my laundry room when I ran out of the coconut cotton and in my downstairs bathroom. This is so interesting. This smells so floral to me. Thunderstorm. It seems, I believe this is actually a dupe for a Yankee Candle scent. And I think it's called Thunderstorm. Don't quote me on that. Someone told me this was a dupe for a Yankee Candle scent, and I have a terrible memory, so do I remember what exactly for? No, but they said it was a dupe. So, but this it smells like it has a lot of hyacinth and, shoot, what was the other floral note? It's a lilac. It's like a mix between hyacinth and lilac to my nose. It's very interesting. Especially given the name Thunderstorm. I was expecting something kind of more masculine and maybe a little bit outdoorsy. It's outdoorsy in that it smells like flowers, but it doesn't smell masculine to me. It smells like flowers, lilacs and hyacinth. It's very strong. I don't love this one, but I also don't hate it. I'm just not a huge floral person. I think I've said this before. In my real life, I do own a flower company. I am a florist. And so to me, because flowers have been my job for so many years, I don't like the smell of flowers as much as most people do, because I've just smelled them so much. And I just equate florals with work, especially florals like that. Makes me think of springtime weddings. And the reason that I'm more like, I'm enjoying tropical florals a little bit more is because I never really got a ton of requests for tropical florals, and so those fragrances aren't as like known to me, and so I don't tend to equate them with work quite as much. But classic like rose scents and like hydrangea and the smell of certain types of greenery like eucalyptus. If I don't ever smell eucalyptus ever again in my life, I would be so fine with that, because every bride that I have, not every bride, some of them want an emerald green, but every bride that has ever wanted like sage green in their wedding greenery has been like, it has to be eucalyptus. And I'm just like, okay, we'll get you some eucalyptus. So I've just had a nose full of eucalyptus for years, and I don't equate that with relaxation or like tranquility. Eucalyptus to me means slaving away for hours, like into the evening on someone's wedding flowers. So no, not my favorite. Sorry to be bitter about that, but you know how like when you do something for a really long time and then like it just becomes more of a chore to you and you're like, this isn't that great anymore. Being a florist, it's not a bad job, but it's a very intense, like very focused job, and you just have to get a lot done in a short amount of time. The shelf life of flowers is not long. And so it's not like you can work on a project for like weeks before it's like due. I mean, I have to pick up my flowers like 3-4 days before the wedding and prep them and, you know, create everything and then deliver it, set it up, and then sometimes go and haul it away. And yeah, it's just, it's not quite as glamorous as you maybe think that it is, which is why I'm not doing weddings anymore. I cut that out. No thanks. White tea and cactus. Now this was a Bring Back My Bar, but not from this last Bring Back My Bar. This was like the last one, or maybe even the one before. I have this in the upstairs bathroom. This is so, it's very green. This smells very green, and I don't love this. If this never came back in a Bring Back My Bar, I think I'd be okay with that. I don't know why I'm continuing to mouth it. I should just pass it along because I think my mom would actually enjoy this type of scent. But yeah, I found it and I was like, oh yeah, Bring Back My Bar from like the last time. I should probably do something with this, and started warming it. It's just very heavy, very intense, very strong. Also, terribly long lasting. I mean, I had this in the upstairs guest bathroom for 5 days, and every time I walked past that bathroom, I was waiting for this scent to die down, and it just wasn't. It just kept going. So, if this ever comes back and you're looking for some long-lasting fragrance, you should pick this up. Okay, let's talk banana nut bread from this Bring Back My Bar. Surprisingly, this lasts a little bit longer than my last banana nut bread from the last Bring Back My Bar. And that one, I love the scent. I've told you guys before, this smells like super authentic banana bread, but it only lasts like a day. Now this one, it's not like I'm getting like a full 3 days. I'm annoyed. I've been talking for a long time. I'm annoyed with myself. You might be annoyed with me too. But anyway, I promise I am almost done. What I was saying is this lasts a lot longer than the last version that I have a bunch of backup bars of it. So that's good. I'm getting like an extra day out of this, but still don't think I'm going to put it in my club. I'm sure it'll come back around again. It seems to be a frequent returner, so I'll just buy it when it comes out again. Ambrosia. This smells like Hawaiian, what's that Hawaiian fruit? Is it Hawaiian fruit punch? Yeah. It just smells like fruit punch. It's very intense. It's better mixed with something else. Like if you mix this with a happy birthday or a vanilla bean buttercream, it kind of tones down the intensity of that fruit punch. So yeah, that's a lot for your nose. Sun Ripened Berry, the scent of the month. So good. This is so good. I think I want to put this in my club. This is just a lot of like raspberry, strawberry, maybe some blueberry even. It just smells like fruit, like fruits, like delicious berry fruits. This is so nice. So good. Now I'm going to go fast. Huckleberry Clementine. A lot of you guys hate this, and I really like this. I think it's almost club worthy for me. I can't believe how many people hate this. I think it smells good. I like it better than Huckleberry Sage, and I have loved Huckleberry Sage for a long time. In fact, I was so glad that it finally came back in this Bring Back My Bar. Here it is. I love the clementine with the huckleberry. I just think it smells so good. If you don't like this, what is it about it that you don't like? I've just heard people say, ew, disgusting. But why? Tell me why. I love it. I have not even warmed any Huckleberry Sage because I love the Huckleberry Clementine. And is that everything? That's it. Okay, we're done. Thank you guys for your patience with that. I've got my snoozing pug here. He finally simmered down. Let me know what you were warming and melting down below in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out that description box. Give this video a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys tomorrow if you're interested in the top 5 for Kringle for last year. And then we've got some more candle reviews coming next Tuesday and Thursday. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!